But I can tell you, despite those brave words, privately, Lalu Prasad Yadav is sulking and he's bitter and he's not going to be part of the next cabinet. That's one thing we can tell you definitely. But what about all the jostling going on between the Congress and its allies? Let's start with Congress MP and spokesperson Manish Tiwari. Manish, some would say now begins the tough part, in a sense, because we've seen the Congress and the DMK locked in conversations without results. We've seen Mamata Banerjee actually saying the Prime Minister should call the Home Secretary of both West Bengal and Kerala and intervene on law and order. Is the Congress ready to sort of oblige? Let's start with Mamata Banerjee. Mamata Banerjee on these demands?
Well, Barka, the first thing that we have to understand is that if you look at the track record of the UPA over the past 5 years, we've dealt with each of our allies with respect and with the spirit of mutual accommodation. And that is what is going to characterize our approach.
But this kind of demand, for example, that the Prime Minister should call, Home Secretaries of two governments, does this seem reasonable?
Well, I am not aware of any such demand having been articulated, and if you know the Prime Minister functions strictly within the confines of constitutional propriety. Over the past 5 years, the Prime Minister has never ever done anything which transgresses the boundaries of the Constitution, and I think
in other words, he can't oblige this demand of Mamata Banerjee's.
Well, I am not saying, I do not know whether there is a demand, and B, knowing the Prime Minister...
No, she said it on record. She's actually said it on record.
If she said it on record, knowing the Prime Minister over the past 5 years has demonstrated complete and absolute respect for constitutional propriety, and that is one thing which has marked his tenure, and I don't think that is going to change.
Okay, let me take that to Mr. Kalyan Banerjee. Mr. Kalyan Banerjee, we believe from everything that we are hearing that Mamata Banerjee believes that given the pool of MPs that the Trinamool Congress has delivered, at the very least the Trinamool Congress must get as much representation as the DMK, if not more. There are opinions on key ministries, including Minister of State for Home, and Mamata Banerjee in Delhi has said that she believes that the Prime Minister needs to intervene on matters of law and order in both West Bengal and Kerala. But you just heard Manish Tiwari saying that the Prime Minister won't push this beyond a point. So how far is Mamata Banerjee willing to push all of these points?
No, firstly, ma'am, that we have extended our support without any condition. So far, my knowledge goes that our leader is not much interested or much eager for any portfolio. It is the Congress has invited to remain in the ministry. Therefore, it is the depending, that's Mamata has not yet expressed, so far I know, regarding any portfolio.
But not for herself. Not for herself, Mr. Banerjee, but for her party members.
Bengal is concerned. Pardon?
I was saying she's asking for portfolios not for herself, but for her party members.
That's right, party members for the party. For not a single, she has asked for that. So far, I do not know as yet.
Okay.
Now the thing, one important part is here. So far the West Bengal is concerned, last few years, the state government is using the police personnel and the state police ruthlessly against the opposition. Neither they are taking any steps. In Nandigram, when you have seen the Nandigram incidents happen, had there been no order from the High Court and investigation and appointing CBI to investigate, Nandigram pupils would have been ruined.
But Mr. Banerjee, what would you like the Congress to do? But Mr. Banerjee, what would you like the Congress to do?
Pardon?
What would you like the Congress to do?
I am not in a position to. I am not in a position to hear you clearly. Please repeat.
I was saying, what would you like the Congress to do?
Not very clear your question.
Okay, we'll try and come back to you when you can hear me.
Congress to do?
Yes, what would you like the Congress to do?
Congress to do means today. Today it is, of course, it is a discretion of the Prime Minister to decide.